A new challenger has appeared. Will this card be Dynamite or just another dud?
Before we get to Warlock and his potential decks, we need to discuss Jim Hammond Human Torch. Now,
Hey nerd, there was so much clickbait around this card. He's busted.
That's a hot pile of garbage. Trash, and you know it.
Jim Hammond Human Torch isn't worth it. Just continue passing on this card. Hopefully you did not purposefully get him. He is very much tied to the Fallen One, and even in those decks, I don't view him as super necessary. He increases your high roll. You don't need to increase your high roll with that deck. And so, yeah, just don't add this card to your collection.
Trash.
Warlock is the latest energy cheat card coming to Marvel Snap. He is an activate card, so if you skip turn 5, you have 5 unspent energy, and then you are discounting a card in your hand per each of that energy. My reading of this card is it can be the exact same card. So if you float 3 energy, then it could hit the same card 3 times. So that's how I've designed these decks that we will end up getting to. I think Warlock doesn't necessarily fit into one specific archetype. I think he has applications across the board. So of course he synergizes with Sunspot, which you will see in every single one of these decks. He synergizes with She-Hulk and therefore Infinite, because She-Hulk, Infinite, She-Not is a combo. There's the High Evo synergy as well, and a couple of other different ones. So because of that, this is a card that I will have a number of different decks. I think he is perfectly acceptable at every single level that you're at. And what are those decks? Before you skip past the Series 2 deck, just give me a couple of seconds to explain. This deck might be the best deck or one of the better decks because it's just simple, it's easy to understand. You are locking off a lane with Storm, you have Medusa and Sunspot potentially in that lane, Nightcrawler to slide over. You're floating turn 5, and now you can slam an Infinite or a Shang-Chi and another card. And so this type of strategy with locking down a lane, slamming a big card in another lane is very powerful. You're skipping turn 5, of course, so Sunspot is soaking. And you're also discounting because Warlock is on the board. So now on the last turn, it may be Infinite and a couple of other cards because you're literally soaking 5 energy. So you're getting a 5 energy discount. So keep that in mind. For the Series 3 version, I decided to throw him in a modified Sauron deck. So we have his cousin, Adam Warlock, to draw through our deck. We of course have She-Hulk, so we can skip on turn 5 and play a 1-cost She-Hulk and a Red Skull on the last turn, or an Enchantress depending on our matchup. And that as well with the discounts, I keep forgetting Warlock with his discounts. It's not just Red Skull and She-Hulk on the last turn. It might be a couple of other cards because you're getting this 5 energy discount across the board. Pour one out for Original Kang, who was in this deck when I originally theory crafted him. And now, because I like the Magic and Old Kang synergy, you can see if they're going to rip away Limbo on you, your opponent. Kang does not make sense in this deck anymore. I put in the Fallen One instead. And so you just need to be careful with Magic if you end up going that route. Assess the likelihood that your opponent's going to take Limbo away from you, either with a Merlin, a Nico, Legion, a Scarlet Witch. There are plenty of location changers in the game. And the idea here is to slam all of your cards, because if you are skipping turn 6, you are soaking a lot with Sunspot. You have Fallen One with Symbiote Spider-Man, maybe even an Agony thrown into boot. It's a huge Sunspot. You could Arnim Zola that if you want to get funny with it. Warlock, just at that point, your whole hand might be free because you're soaking at least 12 energy or 13 energy, which is wild. So that's a free hand just about. So, and you're continuing to soak with Sunspot. So this seems like an absolutely hilarious and fun deck to use. And if I decide to get, what's his face? Warlock? may be where I start. Option number 2 is Silver Surfer. I will go classic, 3-cost Silver Surfer. The reason why I'm wanted to highlight this deck is because of redundancy. Redundancy in Marvel Snap is super important for consistency. So this deck already had Wiccan and Sarah to enable your last turn for you to be able to play multiple cards. Warlock just adds to that. So if you're able to get off Wiccan as well, now you have a bunch of extra energy that you can float on turn 5. Warlock will further discount your hand, and now you're really able to just absolutely flood the board. So that's the thought process behind here. I'm not a big Surfer player. I don't know if ultimately this is the correct route, but I wanted to highlight it anyway. The last Series 4 and 5 deck I'll be highlighting for Warlock is High Evo. I went with High Evo Affliction. I love Diamondback as a card. So Diamondback and Hazmat, you have Cyclops, Ajax of course. And if you're skipping turn 5 and you have Warlock down, your last turn might just be dumb because you have potentially at that point a free She-Hulk, a discounted Hulk or Ajax, and then potentially also a discounted Hazmat, and you can just absolutely unleash on your opponent. They have no clue what's coming. And that's really the big takeaway of what Warlock enables you to do with all of that energy cheat. If you are skipping turn 5, you can do a lot of damage, and you will just know whether you need to retreat or stay and destroy your opponent. So I highlighted a bunch of different decks, but I've been getting a number of these new cards, so I think I need to take a break, right?
Do not talk to me.
No, that's not right. I'm gonna get this card too. The applications are just way too wide. Of course, he has a natural counter in Mobius. One thing I do when I evaluate cards is I don't focus on the release week. So the release week, he may just be mid because a bunch of people are running Mobius. But after the release week, I think this card is just going to be fantastic in a number of the different decks that I highlighted and more. And yes, Mobius is a natural counter to him, but once he goes back to normal levels, if he rises to prominence during this first week, these Warlock decks will still be very performative. So this is a card I definitely want in my collection. It is power creep, kind of. It seems super good to me. And so I forgot to do it. This is absolutely a Dynamite card. Yes, and one that I think is worth adding. Now, if you're low on resources, of course, wait a little bit, see if my thoughts are accurate. But this will be a card I want to get my hands on and experiment with and have fun with. Thanks to the members of the channel, and thank you to everybody that watches this deep into the video. We have a bonus game. I'm not sure what it is. Usually it's a joke one, but I think I'm going with real. Let's find out together. Okay, we have Ant. This is a themed deck around the season pass cards and variants. So that includes Vision, her father, and Nimrod. So I probably won't snap just to get a game in, because this should be a short recording session, because I'm going to win the first game I'm recording. So Martyr is here so we can draw. And the Vault. I'll go Agony here, because Vision can be played middle. A Nimrod can be played middle. Should I snap? A Magic. Yes. I mean, this is a Surtur deck. They can output a ton of power. But this gives me time. Boy, I am drawing through my entire deck. So this is the Warlock you need. Let's go vision here, vision here.
Man is dumb.
Yes, I've decided I won't snap just to play the game out. Since this is just for fun. This deck can get you some wins though. Phoenix Force is here to bring back the destroyed Nimrod. You typically want to abandon a lane with Carnage. Figure out what lane you want to lose. So you Venom one lane and then Carnage the one you want to lose. Or maybe I try to challenge middle, but that's going to be tough with this Surtur and Scar, Red Skull. It's going to be tough. We will see if Martyr moves to lose me the game. I think I go... Null is an option. I think I go Carnage and Phoenix Force. Let's go this route instead and see where this lands us. Or do I do this turn? Yeah, I don't have a choice. I'm saving Vision. What can I pair him with? I mean, I'm saving Venom. I was looking at Vision to see, like, what's my next turn? How about I game plan this out? It would be Venom and what? So I think I do... Oh, but I need the energy to play Phoenix Force this turn. Okay, we'll just do this. See how it goes. Because middle, honestly, is probably the lane I want to abandon. Because they have a free Scar? Oof. There is... a movable Nimrod. A movable Nimrod. And I have drawn through my entire deck. Oh, I have the extra energy because of Starbrand Crater. I forgot about that. If I move Nimrod here, I only get +9 over here. Okay. The power of the robot scared them. I will still talk through what my plan was. Are you going to move back, Nimrod? I guess you're not. Nimrod is here. I'd probably go Venom over here. And then... I mean, I just lose middle. But I guess that's fine. I get +9 over here. So it's kind of off a hope. And then just play down a Vision, I guess, because... Oh, no, a Vision. I play down Vision. So is it Vision and Venom middle? 18, 26, 27? 26, that is not 27. 26, 29. So maybe I leave it. I leave Nimrod middle, I play Vision middle, and I play Venom middle. That means this Nimrod slides over here. This Nimrod also slides over here. So that's 14 on the outer edges. I still get power here, so they'd still need to contest. They have 4 in their hand, it's possible. So that's probably the best move. They did not have Scar in all likelihood, so that is why they retreated. And the robots rule the day.